Hi, are you struggling financially? Well, here are 6 steps to help if you are struggling financially. And I'll tell you what, you're not the only one that's having this issue. Many people are in this same situation. First, you have to budget. You have to know where every penny goes. You just can't say, "Well, I had $100 and I spent 20 on gas." Well, it could have been 21.50. And I spent 5 on a sandwich. It could have been $5.79. You got to know where every penny goes, so you know exactly what that $100 was spent on. So you make a list. You find out what you have to pay and when you have to pay it. Okay, you have to keep track of everything. Second is you have to cut expenses. What do I mean by cut expenses? Cut stuff that you don't need. You know, going to the nail polish. Cut back that. Going, instead of every month, you go every 3 months. I'm not saying to give it up totally, but you have to cut your expenses wherever you can. Guys, you can't be, drinking Starbucks or hanging out at the pool hall like you used to. You just have to start cutting expenses. Then you have to save up for an emergency fund. This is so important. And it is, if possible, try to save up 6 months worth of expenses. And what do I mean by expenses? Your household expense. What does it take every month to run your household? We're talking your mortgage, your gas, your food, your water, everything that you spend per month. You got to save 6 months of that. So if it's costing you $2,500, then you got to save 6 months of $2,500. Because if you lose your job and you don't have any money coming in, it may take that long to find a position to make that kind of money to get you back to square one. So you just have to save for that emergency fund. Nobody likes to do it, but you'll be glad you did when the time comes. Number 4, stop incurring new debt. You have to have a pay plan, to pay off the debt. You have to have a plan. Credit card debts, those are the worst. I'll tell you what, I've been in that situation. So what you do is you pay the minimum on all your cards except one. Okay, on the one with the lowest amount, you double that payment. Let's say if it's $50, try to make it $100. So you double that, okay? So now once that credit card is paid off, you go to the next least amount owed credit card. Now apply that $100 that you were paying on the previous one, the one that you pay off, you apply it to the next credit card in line. So if the minimum on this one was $60, now you're paying $160 till it's paid off. And you continue doing that on down the line with all your credit cards, depending on how many you have. And before you know it, all these credit cards will be paid off. If you just stick with the plan, there's nothing like paying off debt. I'll tell you, once you pay off a debt and you have that extra cash, there's nothing like it. Next is you have to automate your financial life. And what do I mean by that? Okay, use your online banking system. You can schedule your payments to be paid if you want to pay online. And then you can also have your credit card with whatever company that you're paying off automatically take it out of your checking account. That way, you know it's going to get paid and things are going to get paid off. But use your online banking system. That'll really help. Number 6, you got to earn extra income to help you with that. Okay, what does it take to do that? Okay, use your skills. Whatever you can do to make extra money. If you're good at painting, paint a house, paint a garage, and make extra money. Fix stuff up. If you're good at fixing up furniture or repairing paint picture frames, for example, or you're good at sewing, anything like that, or pick up a part-time job, and that's like 20 hours, that you put in somewhere. This is my story. Okay, I was really heavily in debt, credit cards and loan debt, and I used the credit card strategy. It worked great. But then other expenses came and I needed extra income. Medical expenses came up for me. So I do have some skills that I was able to use. And but it was working good, but I was away from the home all the time because you put in you're 40 and then you're doing your part-time job, let's say, and then you're doing stuff on the weekends. I was never home, and it was starting to get to me. But I was starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it was still getting to me. The family was really concerned because I was never at home. So one day, a friend of mine, he called and asked what I've been doing. Where have I been? So I gave him the full story. And he told me he could help me out by me getting out of debt and staying home. And I go, how can you do that? He says, well, let me show you this program that I have. So now, not only am I out of debt, but I'm helping people just like me, and just like my friend helped me, I'm helping them, and that also makes me feel good. So if you want more information, turn your life around, go ahead and click on the link below in the description. All right, thanks.